Assets that you pass down to your kids will be subject to a divorce settlement if they go through one. So let's say you put your assets in a will and it has to go through the probate process. At the end of probate, it will dump to them in a lump sum. So all of the assets will be in their name at that point. If they go through a divorce settlement, those assets will now be able to be split up via the divorce settlement process because now they will be marital funds unless you're protecting them correctly. And so that the ex-spouse will be able to take half of the assets that you pass down to your kids. What fun. And so a way to get around this is to put your assets inside of a trust. It can be revocable or irrevocable. When you pass away, the revocable one becomes irrevocable. That's why it doesn't really matter. You put the assets in there and you do not distribute the assets themselves. You only distribute the gains from those assets. So let's say you have an investment portfolio you put inside of that trust. You don't allow them to touch the principal. You only allow them to take the distributions from the gains of that. Another one would be if you have a rental portfolio, you don't give them access to the portfolio itself. You only allow them to take cash flow distributions when it's appropriate. That way, there is no access to the actual assets themselves. They can only take distributions from the proceeds. Now, if you want help setting this up and you use one of our trusts, your assets will avoid the probate process, or we will do probate for free. Click link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.